Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. All right. Looks like we're going. So this is Dead State. I am on day... Alright, man, I'm not even sure. I'm going to say like 6 or 7. Looks like we're going. Stats. So this is Dead State. I am on... You'd think that'd be something you could see easily, but you'd be wrong. Alright, man, I'm not even sure. I'm going to say like 6 or 7. But, I mean, right, this is the shelter. Stats. A big part of the game is managing your home and managing your people. That's one of the things that really appealed to me and sort of sold me on... say like 6 or 7. But, I mean, right, this is the shelter. Stats. Let's see. A big part of the game is managing your home and managing your people. That's one of the things that really appealed to me and sort of sold me on... so, for example, we have... Right, this is the shelter. The refrigerator. Let's see. A big part of the game is managing... Obviously, that's one of the things that really useful for maintaining it doesn't really have a morale effect. What it does is you can occasionally find fresh food, and later on as you get further down the game you can actually grow your own food. What this does is it keeps fresh food from spoiling. Refrigerator. So I've left a couple of people back at the shelter to get the refrigerator repaired. While I take a small group of people out exploring fresh food, and later on as you get further down the game you can actually grow your own food. Found this alley last time I was poking out north along US 283. So I've left a couple of people back at the shelter. Let's go up there and see what we can see. Unfortunately, your melee combat monster is also your mechanic. Found this alley. So she's staying behind, so we're going to take this a little more casual, a little more carefully, and see what we can see. Now, unfortunately, your melee combat monster, man, let's take a look at that fence, is also your mechanic. Yeah, let's try not to go that way. So we're going to take this a little more casual, a little more carefully. Oh, good. See what we can see. Got fuel, got ammo, and got parts. Melee combat monster. Man, let's take a look at that fence. I like the baseball bat better than the hammer. Yeah, let's try not to go that way. So we're going to take this a little more casual. See, locked. Oh, good, locked. Now it does have a nice little feature. If you press the Z key, it'll highlight interactable items. You know, caches of loot and whatnot. You can stock rats as food, but I'm not quite at that point yet. Hopefully I'll have a garden going before too much longer. They say the rotten fruit might be useful for something. I keep gathering it. I don't know why. Maybe they've got a still or something. Highlight interactable items, you know, caches of loot and whatnot. Okay. You can stock rats as food, but I'm not quite at that point yet. Hopefully I'll have I just walked into something bad. They say the rotten fruit might be useful for something. I keep gathering it. I don't know why. Maybe they've got a still or something. Highlight interactable items, you know. Another important mechanic that you may have noticed in the top left-hand corner of the screen there. There's a noise monitor. 25 decibels. I just walked into something bad. Guns do damage, but they make noise. You make noise, Walking Dead comes. So another important mechanic that you may have noticed in the top left-hand corner of the screen there. There's a noise monitor. Nope. I 25 decibels. Didn't go so well. These guys look like they're armed to the teeth. Guns do damage, but they make noise. Jesus, I have no armor. Walking Dead comes. So another important mechanic that you may have noticed in the top left-hand corner of the screen there, there's a noise monitor. Nope. Yep, he's down. Didn't go so well. These guys look like they're armed to the teeth. Guns do damage, but they make noise. Jesus, I have no armor. This is a game where save scumming is actually highly recommended. The combat system is quite lethal. Particularly earlier on in the game, you will get your ass handed to you. Yep, he's down. Didn't go so well. These guys look like they're armed to the teeth. Guns do damage, but they make noise. Jesus, I have no armor. This is a game where save scumming is actually highly recommended. The combat system is quite lethal. Particularly earlier on in the game, you will get your ass handed to you. Yep, he's down. Didn't go so well. These guys look like they're armed to the teeth. Alright, so turn off that background noise there. I really hope that wasn't feeding through the stream. Would have been phenomenally annoying to any listeners. Not that I really have any, but I'm really doing this more as a thought experiment than anything else. Let's go exploring south. I don't know what's that way. Obviously this place, too heavily armed. These guys are heavily armed. Alright. Residential area. Maybe this place will be a little bit more friendly. So what we're doing while we're out here is we're looking for food, supplies, parts, equipment, special items. You know, you've got one character that asks for deodorant. You can find deodorant and give them a nice little morale boost. Little FEMA cross there. You see that quite a bit. I don't know if that's quite accurate to what they're supposed to look like. Lived in New Orleans for 2 years, and for some reason people like to leave them on their house. All dead inside. Well, okay. Newspapers are useful and important because they boost morale. Like I said, morale is one of the most important mechanics in this game. People aren't happy in the shelter. They start to leave. Locked door. Locked door. So let's see. I like to do as much scavenging outside as possible. Alright, now who does the most damage? 13, 21, 11 to 23. Set active. Oh, well, he noticed us. Whatever. It's actually a pretty viable strategy. The zombies are pretty sleepy. You get your party lined up. I've got my combat monster with a sledgehammer, so I just have her walk up behind a zombie, and it's a one-hit shot every time. 100% 2-hit chance. Dumps a massive amount of damage. Alright. Flanking. That gives you a 2-hit bonus. We're not going to wound. We're not going to heal the corpse. Just take a hammer to the face and enjoy it. Alright. Almost dead. There we go. Problem solved. Individual zombies aren't that much of a hassle on their own, but when you know, it's like the movies. You get a bunch of them. They tend to overwhelm you. It's by definition close combat, and a lot of the close combat options in this game aren't super great. I chose a character who was more of a leader. I would assume that I would be able to pick up combat monster characters further on down the line. So, leadership, you know, knowing as much as they've talked about morale in this game, and knowing how important it is, I figured that would be the way to go. And it's been useful so far. You get a little morale bonus, you get special dialogue options, which I'm always all about. Okay, locked door, 2 zombies out front. That door is... Who the hell has an indestructible door on their residence? Alright, whatever. See what happens when you smack the door with a machete. Didn't open it, so let's back up. Crap. Let's run. I don't know if the zombies are summoned de novo or if those are the guys from around front. If they are from around front, they're moving awful quick. Let's see. Oh, no, that's them. Don't really have the shamble thing going on so much as that Dawn of the Dead sprint. Alright, let's see. Wounded. Well, this is where we save scum. F5 is your friend. Let's send our ranged guy up here. 100% 2-hit. Might be able to do enough damage to drop him. Yes! Now we only have one problem to deal with. Let's let him come to me. We can run a little bit, give us some distance. Alright, let's go back around the other side of the house. Forgot I did check this guy right now. I did. Alright. Well. Bring it to us. Look here. Hopefully she'll come in a straight line. Let's see. Renee with the machete can go to the front line. I'll take my other character here. No! Yep. Fighting the zombie off. Alright. Well, I want to use the bullet. I got 12 more. Nah. Set active. Coming from the side. Oh, denied. Got enough to do a hammer whack, which might... There we go. Problem solved. See if they got anything worth taking. That one, no. Pathfinding this is not the greatest, I'll be honest. So, let's try to bash that door open. Wait for the noise level to drop. You do that a lot in this game. This tends to summon things. Yep. Okay. Hostile survivor. No, this guy hasn't done us any harm. We'll leave him alone and not take his shit. And that's one of the things I've come up. I mean, you kill a lot of people in this game. I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be any consequences for that further on down the line. I mean, I'm assuming there would be, at least morale-wise. I'm sure there's going to be somebody that's got an objection to killing raiders. Or looters in an ambush. Oh, good. Who has gasoline on their grill? Whatever. Keeps the generator running, keeps the lights on. This place got tore to shit. Oh, there's a looter. Got one in the front room. A couple of books, good for morale. Soap. Once again, half the stuff you find is morale items just to keep people from collapsing in on themselves. Nothing there. Nobody there. Alright, we got drugs. EpiPen. Some Xanax. And I guess this is Valium. They say it's more... increases accuracy. I would think that would be Valium, but the way they're describing it is like an amphetamine or a stimulant. Stock those in the shelter. I haven't really played around with combat chems too much. Ah, alright. Oh hey, status effect. Well, whatever, these guys obviously killed somebody.